Hey, how's it going, everybody? Long time no see. I haven't been on camera in like 12 months, so this is going to be a little bit weird. I might be rusty, but it's an important update video slash podcast for you guys about why I disappeared over the last 12 months and the future going forward, which I think that you guys will want to hear about. So let's start off with number one, what happened? So, last year, as you guys know, I was doing a bunch of business stuff and, I was making videos every day, essentially. And I was doing that all last summer, 2017. Even through October, I think I was still doing all that stuff. But what I didn't tell you guys was that I was waking up with like headaches every day. Now they were mild. They started happening in like spring of 2017. They kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. They started out as like a 2 out of 10 headache. And then, by October, November, December, they were like 9 out of 10 headaches. Like I had to take I hate taking pain medications. I had to take that stuff. And I was having a lot of heart issues too. My heart rate was just always super, super high. Normally it's really low. I was having chest pains and palpitations all the time. No idea what was wrong. My head was hurting, heart was hurting. Didn't know what was happening. And so I couldn't figure out what was wrong. So I got so sick that I actually, because my family doctor lives near my parents, I moved back in with my parents for a few months to figure out what was wrong. And so that was in like January of 2018, early this year. And I was pretty much comatose for like 3 months. You couldn't figure out what was wrong. But to kind of fast forward after everything, we figured out that I have a pretty bad form, a really bad form of sleep apnea, which is a very rare thing for someone that's young and not super overweight. I'm a little bit chunkier now, but not overweight. So I'll give you an example. I have the form that you get when you're like 350 pounds and like 70 years old, which is very, very rare for a young person to get. And so anyways, let's explain what sleep apnea is just for about a minute here, and then we'll move on. Is that so typically if you're a normal person, every single hour that you're asleep, you'll typically stop breathing for about 15 seconds. That'll happen 10 to 15 seconds. That'll happen maybe once every single hour for you guys. Maybe if you're healthy. Sometimes at max 5 and you'll still be healthy. If you stop breathing for 15 seconds for 5 to 15 times in an hour, then you have mild form of sleep apnea. You should probably get that looked at. You wear a mouth guard, you get fixed. If you have a moderate form, it's like 16 to 30 times, and you typically have to wear the CPAP mask to help you breathe. And if it's above 30 times in an hour, you have severe form of sleep apnea, which can be life-threatening if left untreated, which is what I had. And so I started. So I now have to have this breathing machine every night. I look like Bane. It's like the mask, like that. And so I literally at the second I put that on and started sleeping with it, like it took about 2 or 3 days. But after the first night, I felt better, and it's the difficult part now is just keeping it on all night. It's kind of uncomfortable, but so that's what was going on. I had pretty much chronic severe sleep apnea that was untreated, and that's essentially why my eyes kept getting worse and my heart kept getting worse in my head and all that stuff. So, anyways, now I have the machine, feeling better. That's kind of what happened. But I got the machine in like April, so pretty much. From December of 2017 to April, I was comatose, didn't do anything. And I literally didn't code, didn't do any work, literally just sat at home playing video games. So anyways, I was feeling better in May. I moved back here. And so from May to essentially August to August 1st, I pretty much just coded the marketplace Joisk 24/7. And I put on a lot of weight during that time. I put on a lot of weight, and I just coded 24/7. I had eye problems and stuff, but I coded it 24/7. So that was like 3 or 4 months. I tried to upload some videos for you guys, some documentaries, which I thought were pretty cool. Heard that you guys liked them, so thank you guys. And so that's kind of what happened over the past 12 months. Is that I pretty much had like 6-ish months, 5-6 months where I was just feeling really, really terrible and sick and didn't know what was wrong. And then the next 4 or 5 months or so, I just coded 24/7 to get this marketplace going because I lost a lot of time. I was seeing all this news from Amazon while I was sick, and I was like, Jesus, I need to code it. I need to code this now. I need to do it. I need to get better. And so anyways, okay, so let's fast forward a little bit here. So anyways, August 1st, by the way, I just want to let you guys know, I got up to like 210 pounds by August 1st, and I'm like 6'3", 6'4", so I'm a little bit of a tall guy, and but that's still overweight for me. I was chunky, and I still kind of am, but you know, since then, over the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, however long it's been, I've lost like 13 pounds. I have another 13 to go, but I'll get back in shape soon. So that's pretty much where I've been. Let's move on to number 2, the future of this channel going forward, and business going forward, which I'm more excited about. Holy shit, I have an update for you guys. Okay, so from August 1st to September, I really worked on just doing some touches on the website, on Joisk, the marketplace, and yeah, I was just doing some tests, and then I think it was September 10th or something, September 9th or something, I just kind of, I let it be indexed by Google. So pretty much I let Joisk get indexed by Google. I made it live. And then I started to get some traffic. And a lot of them were bots, like 90% were bots. But 10% was like, these people were kind of actually discovering the site and interacting with it. And then I think I told you guys like a day or two after that, I made a video and I just said, okay, this is my marketplace, it's Joisk. Told you guys, I was seriously only expecting on the first day to maybe get 8 or 10 people on the site just to try it out. I was not expecting any sales. I was not expecting any users to sign up. I was literally just wanted to let everyone know, just because there was some, I wanted to, pretty much what you do when you have a beta or an alpha is you release it and you want it to be tested so you can find errors to improve it in the future. So that's what I wanted to do, and you guys helped out a lot with that. However, on the first day, I was expecting like 8 to 10 people maybe. My girlfriend thought that we had a bet. I was guessing 10 people would show up. She had a bet it would be 14. On the first day, we had like 600 people show up from like 31 countries, which was insane. And I did not expect that at all. I kind of got emotional about it. It was kind of cool. Saying that, there was a ton of errors, and there still are a ton of errors in the site, which I'm working on. But man, I was not even expecting to sell anything. I was not expecting to sell anything, and we sold stuff, and everything was shipping stuff to, you know, all over the place. And I think that there was a few problems I ran into actually. So one of which was I thought that I was really trying to target Canada, like that's what I really wanted to, because I could do fast shipping to Canada and the United States too. And luckily, that's actually kind of what happened. But the problem was that there are certain areas where it's tough to ship to, and you know, sometimes I was expecting it to get there in like 3 or 4 days, some of the packages, 3 or 4 days, and some of them took 5 days. Some of them, a lot of them got there in 1 or 2, which I'm happy about. And but I wasn't expecting any sales. Like, I wasn't even prepared for shipping and stuff. I have all my shipping stuff in. By the way, so I know you guys are talking about, where do you house all the shipping stuff? In this house we have here that we're actually renting. I know, renting versus buying. I'm renting right now. I want to buy it, but anyways, this garage here is pretty much, it's almost like a 3-car garage. It's like a normal 2-car garage width, but the depth is like much bigger than a normal 2-car garage. It's really strange. And so our entire garage is just filled with warehouse. It's like a warehouse for Joisk. It's really cool. I want an office though soon. I'd like one in the next few months, but we'll see if that turns up or not. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys for that, especially for testing out the site. I was not expecting anything. We only have, I think, 200 products on there right now, but I'm just shocked at the amount of people that actually bought stuff and signed up, and thank you. There's a lot of errors I'm working on. Like the register page is a little bit weird. Login page wasn't working. The look wasn't great. There's obviously a bunch of stuff I need to do. So my plan is I'm going to keep working on the website for the next 3 months, but right now it's completely functional, but it doesn't look that like professional yet. It looks good, but not professional. So I'm going to keep working on it over the next 3 months, that I'm going full board into it, like advertising, everything. So that's what I'm going to do. So that's the update with the website. And so I want to update you guys on this channel. I'm losing my voice. I haven't talked in so long on this channel. So let's talk about the channel and the podcast. Wow, I'm really losing my voice. I'm sorry, guys. So okay, so what I'm planning on doing is that I don't know if I'll be uploading a video every day, but I am going to try my best to upload at least 3 times a week, 3 to 5 times a week, and they're not going to be my normal 10 to 15 minute, even 20-minute vlogs or whatever. I might upload one of those occasionally, but they're largely going to be, I would hope, 40 to 1 hour long podcasts with me on camera and some visuals and stuff too. And then what I'm probably going to do is, you know how, excuse me, some of the channels like Joe Rogan and whatever, you know, name literally anyone from super conservative people like Steven Crowder to super left political people like Young Turks, or even you want to go CNBC, whoever, business, whatever. What they do is they have one really long video that's an hour long, 2 hours long, 3 hours long, but they also upload little bits that are like 5 to 10 minutes long. They chop up that to 5 or 10 minute bits. So if you guys just want to see 5 or 10 minute topic, then you guys can just watch that instead. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be uploading 1 hour long, essentially, podcast, and then we're going to chop it up into little bits too. So if you guys only want to hear about me ranting about Tesla or money or investing or what's going on with Joisk or entrepreneurship or motivational stuff, you guys can literally pick that, or you can have the 1 hour long version. So that's the goal. I'm going to really try hard to do that. I'm going to really try. I cannot guarantee it. I'm for sure going to be doing some sort of long form, but I'm going to really try to chop it up. So if you guys don't want to listen to the long form, you guys got the short form too. So that's the plan for this channel and this podcast. I'm going to be talking, and also I'm going to be talking mainly about business and motivation and investing and all that stuff that I love to talk about. But I'm also going to be talking about topical things too. We're going to be talking about some political stuff. We're going to be talking about whatever, some random funny stuff that I like to talk about sometimes. It's going to be a little bit of an everything show, but mainly centered around business still, because that's what I enjoy. But so that's the plan for everything, and I hope that you guys you know, stick around, enjoy it. I know that while I was gone, by the way, the YouTube algorithm changed. The YouTube algorithm changed to whatever. It's now you pretty much have to upload every day, which is weird, or else you just don't get any more views and stuff, which is weird. But I don't know. Well, I've kind of experienced that a little bit. I think that my business documentaries, they've still got a few thousand views, some of them, right? My last 3 videos got like 2,500 and then 1,000 and 1,000, which is kind of normal for this channel. Always has been. So I haven't experienced that much of a change in the algorithm, but we'll see what happens going forward. So, and I know I'm going to maybe once in a while do a whiteboard video, but I actually lost the stand for the whiteboard. I have the whiteboard right here, but I actually lost the stand for it. So I'm going to have to figure that out. I'm going to have to figure out how to get an easel nearby. I'll probably get it. I don't even know if I want to do that. By the way, we have cats here now. They're not my cats, but so they're a little bit annoying. But anyways, I think that's enough of an update for you guys. So we talked about what's happened over the past 12 months. We talked about Joisk, and we talked about the future going forward. So that's my plan. I'm going to, hopefully, the first official podcast will come out in the next week. And we'll try to chop it up, and we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if YouTube will even allow that. We'll see. But yeah, that's everything. I just want to say one more time about Joisk. I mean, I thank you guys so much. I think about 30 to 40% of the traffic came from YouTube specifically, and we've had thousands of people on. I think when I launched it a week ago, about 8 days ago or something, like thousands of people on, which I was not expecting whatsoever. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you for buying stuff. I don't know if YouTube subscribers bought stuff, but if you did, thank you. And I will also, again, I will be having a bunch of stuff on sale too. So if you're in Canada or the United States specifically, there will be a lot of stuff on sale. So I think that last week, just to try it out, I put Spider-Man on sale for like the new Spider-Man game for, how much was it? I forget what I sold it for, like $50 or something like that. It was like $30 off or something. A bunch of you bought it, so that was all good. Thank you guys so much for that. And I don't know if that was you guys or not, but anyways, I think that what I'll be doing is that I'll be announcing some sales and stuff. If you guys did want to buy, like, I'll probably be putting video games on sale at pretty big discounts, $20 off or something like that. So if you're at all interested in that stuff, yeah, just stay tuned and keep watching these videos, because I'm a big video game nerd, and video games sell too, so it's a good business strategy for me. I'd like to just grow my revenue, prove that this is an actual thing that can happen, and potentially get funding in the future. So I was actually thinking about this. Man, I should save this for another podcast. God damn it. I wasn't planning on doing this for this update, but whatever. We're deep into this. So because of the amount of sales we've got, I think that when I do go full board with this, I definitely will be able to get a typical startup venture funding, which is like 50 grand for like 5%. That's my hope. Because usually, I mean, we got more sales than typically. Sorry, I'm really losing my voice here, but there's a lot of investors that there's a lot of startup companies that go to Silicon Valley. I know it's different here. I live in the Canadian version of Silicon Valley, but a lot of people go to Silicon Valley and with essentially little to no sales and just an app and some users, and they'll be able to get 50 grand for about 5%. People will take a risk on them. And I figure that if I get sales up to even 5 or 10 grand a month, which is apparently very doable now. I have a lot more confidence now than I did even 10 days ago. I didn't even think that I'd get any sales for like the first few months, and they all came rolling in. So if we can get that revenue up to 5 or 10 grand a month, then I think I can get startup funding or debt or something like that. I don't like either of those things, but I'm realizing that I understand why people need investors. I'd like to use that money to get a warehouse outside of Toronto, so I could really target there. I know a lot of the traffic and business and some sales have actually come from essentially Toronto, so that's what I'd like to focus on. Is focus on there first, and then we'll scale out from there. I'd like to own Canada for sales, and then we'll focus on everything else later. And Toronto's the hub of Canada. So, anyways, I'll give you guys an update on that eventually in the next podcast. But I figured, yeah, this is an update, and yes, I do not have sunglasses on in this video. My eyes are I'm very tired. I have been staring at a computer screen for essentially 5 months straight, so my eyes are a lot of bags under them. But yeah, no more sunglasses. I don't care anymore. I wore them because I had a really bad light sensitivity, and then what happened was that the combination of me having the apnea machine and me going on the computer less over the last few months, and taking breaks, a lot of the light sensitivity has gone away, so I'm able to wear normal glasses, which is good. So anyways, I think that's it for now. Nothing else to talk about. I'm losing my voice, so I can't do much more. But I'd like to thank you very much for watching and listening to this. Stay tuned for the business and podcasts in the future. And we'll be talking about a lot of stuff, and we'll be talking about entrepreneurship and motivation and everything again. And I'm very excited. So hopefully within the next week we can start doing that. If there's some big news that comes out over the next few days, we'll do that. And I'll just hop on and just do one. But yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching. If you want to support this channel, obviously go check out Joisk. Yeah, also, by the way, we had a lot of account signups too. A lot of people signed up, so thank you guys if you did that. But anyways, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. You're all very beautiful people, and I'll see you guys hopefully in the next week. So thank you guys.